Think my volume is down. Check, check, check. Microphone, check, check, check. 1 2 1 2. Morning thoughts, morning thoughts, morning thoughts. It's the freaking weekend, baby! Ha ha! Clap it up, clap it up. Only one person here to hear me, but that's okay. You, Danya Quesada, thank you for being here this morning. Thank you for being the first one to tune in. Big up yourself. Manners and respect. Darlene Walter Riley, I appreciate you greatly. Thank you for being here. Lashana Alexander, thank you. Christopher Vibes, Rum, Queenie Morris, Dainty D, Arlene Kid 876, Low Mo, Monique Thompson, Froggy Rebel. Who's that? I'm gonna inspire. I'm gonna inspire. I hope all is well with you. I haven't seen you in a while. Yes, Corona attack with people and them things. That's how we have to check on with people and make sure everybody is doing good. So if I don't see a name that I normally see all the time, I'll be thinking about y'all. You know what I'm saying? So big up on yourself and thank you for being here this morning. Let me go ahead and give the shout outs the regular way and then we get into this morning. So shout out to the people going out to work this morning. Shout out to the people coming in from work this morning. Extra special big up shout out to the people who work multiple jobs. I have the utmost respect for you. Shout out to the entrepreneurs, the stay-at-home moms and pops, the retirees. Shout out to the Uber driver, Lyft driver, taxi driver, cab driver, whatever you want to call it, round town delivery food drivers. Shout out to my brother Troy Stars Trucking Vlogs. Out there on the road, Troy, big up yourself. Shout out to every single clean-hearted, good-hearted person who wants good for others as much as you want good for yourself. You're a good person. Round of applause for you. All right. We're here. It's a beautiful Friday. And I just decided I was going to wear one of my women's top this morning. Yes, this is a women's top. I actually first wanted wifey to wear this when I had them printed. And, I think her boobies got big and she would like really fill these out or something. She just never want to promote for me. I don't know what. But here I am. So I'm wearing one of my pieces this morning. This is my own piece. So I can say if it's women's or men's or not. When it's on me, it's men's clothing. When it's when it's on me, it's men's clothing. Okay? But this was supposed to be one of our women's tops. So anyways, I do this morning because we are gonna talk. We're gonna talk. Let me start out by saying, so this morning we're gonna talk about I mean, I get no sleep last night, enough people, so I'm very up. I got like a couple of hours of sleep. My daughter came over last night. I know me have, so daughter lived close by. She came over last night. She was like, Dad, I want to come over. She usually comes over Friday and then leave, spend the weekend and then leave for school. Last night she was like, she want to come over yesterday evening and these things. And she came over and my daughter is like a whirlwind. I may have two. So pray for me because both of them, the little one, which is only one already, Milani's attitude. Damn, women. Let me say big up to all the men them out there with women in your life because that's not trending anymore. So big up to all the men them out there with women in your life. All right. It takes a lot. It takes a lot. We're very different creatures, different beings. We express ourselves differently. We communicate differently. We're just different. See it? So it takes a lot of work. So for the men them who build the patience to understand and to learn a woman, this is not even my topic this morning, but I've been thinking about this all week. You have to learn that woman. You got to learn her. Yeah. So big up to all of the men them who's going through that and you're still learning her. I mean, she has to learn you too, but we're not that complicated. I've never met a man that is really complicated. Men are usually cut and dry. I know I'm being a bit stereotypical, because you have some men out there that are but men are usually cut and dry. We to the point, is this or is that. Women are like, follow me, go to the store. I'm going to go pick up something. Come shopping with me, babes, or whatever. And if you go with them, she in the store forever. She meant to pick up what was on aisle 1. Why is she on aisle 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8? 1 hour later, she's still in the store. She looking at things. This is on sale. This would look good in the house over there. This would. We not like that. We're more like, I know what I'm going to the store for. I go in the store. I get what I'm going to the store for, and I get out the store. All right. So my little tornado came through last night and had me up until like 1 o'clock in the morning. But it's all good. I'm here and it's a blessing. Watch me. We want to talk about the Lil Nas X pregnancy, and I got the pictures and everything. And then why is SouFlo wearing women's clothes? And I just explained to you that this is a piece of my own designs, and I didn't get my wifey to model it for me on her site, which is Shakira's Sphere, because she changed up her thing. So I just decided I'll put it on myself. You know, I've been out in the sun lately. I've been catching more vitamin D lately because it's healthy, because winter come, because whole heap of people are going to be in cold weather because the Delta variant and all other variants of this thing that they're passing around is actually going to be spiked in colder weather. Well, praises to the Most High. I live somewhere that's hot almost all year round, but I haven't been taking advantage of it. So one day I look for myself and I said, geez, I'm about 3 color. I'm really light here. I'm really dark here. I'm really light. So I started taking my clothes off and going out into the backyard. The backyard is privacy fence, so nobody is seeing the schlong or anything, and getting some sun. I feel like show off this morning. So, you know, I'm a clean, pretty skin and these things. Confidence up. All right. Listen, Lil Nas X pregnant. Usain Bolt's album drops today. It is called Country Yutes. Country Yutes featuring Bolt and NJ. Usain Bolt is dropping an album. Are you going to get his album? Do you think that his album is going to be good? We're talking about dancehall music here, reggae music here. I remember when Bolt retired from track and field, I said he had a career in music. But my prediction was kind of different. I thought that he was going to be like DJ Khaled because he has the resources. I looked up his net worth yesterday, and for a youth that is so humble and ran track and field and did not excel in anybody's educational institution, the man is worth roughly $90 million. $90 million in US dollars. For those of you who are thinking I'm talking about Jamaican dollars. No, he's worth roughly $90 million in US dollars, Usain Bolt. And he decides to say he wants to do music, which is another venture. Of course, he's had the champagne line, the Olympia champagne line. He has had, I've seen Bolt scooters. In somewhere in Europe, there are Bolt scooters. Scooters that you park your car. If you want to go around tour the area because you're a tourist, you drop off your car. That's how you pick up a Bolt scooter. You get on the Bolt scooter and we around the city. And there's a whole bunch of them. He has that going on. He has real estate going on. He's buying corporate buildings and flipping them in apartment buildings into high-end apartment buildings. And he's so now building no ghetto. He's not building no ghetto. This is not no low-income cheap rent. He's buying. He's diversifying his portfolio, right? And now, up there you go. The Bolt Puma shoes and the Bolt Puma spikes, which is, I know it's shoes, but for those of you who don't run track and field and all that, is a different kind of shoes. So he has shoes that are catering to the athletes as well as shoes that cater to regular people. It's so many things he's doing out there. If you remember one of his ventures, just put it in here. You know, so big up to Usain for that, man, for not just running and then win a few medals and then stop. I mean, if he did that, he would still be good. The car, I think they're working on the car, though. The car is a prototype. I don't think the car has come out as... How could we forget? Good morning, babe. Thank you for being here. Babe, you see me? Because you think I'm weird for me, so I'm just weird for myself. Yes, Tracks and Records. Tracks and Records is Usain Bolt's business venture as well. We call it his restaurant. and you have quite a few of them in Jamaica. I think they have two in Jamaica, one in Montego Bay and one in, I don't want to be out of place and say the wrong thing, but I know he has tracks and records. I know they're in London, and I know they're also in Jamaica as well. Multiple locations of tracks and records. This morning in my cup is some lemon and warm water, and it's going down. Drink up your bitters. Oh, babe, don't tempt me. The show will end early. So here we are. And this was sent to me from my wife. Shout out to Usain Bolt. The new album is called Country Yutes. You know when people keep doubting you, but you keep winning, and then they have no choice but to support you? That's funny because that's the story of my life, but that's the story of a lot of us' life, not just me. See? I can't do it. That sound like garbage. Get off. What are you doing? Blah, blah, blah. I can personally relate. 5,000 subscribers, you're not going to know further than that because you're trash. They came back at 50. I think this is about as far as you're going to go. Watch. I guarantee you by next year you're off YouTube. You don't have a channel no more. You don't have a platform. One talk the talk, you talk. When they saw 100,000 unsubscribed. They unsubscribed because they wanted the numbers to be lower. And when they unsubscribe, 100,000 more people subscribe. I'm telling you, when people doubt you, never friggin' focus on them. Okay? When they doubt you, focus on your mission, focus on your journey. Keep the goal at the forefront of your mind. My mind no weak, Enough Marcus Garvey teachings me read, so you have to come a different way if you're going to try to weaken me. And I'm not the only one. So big up to the strong-minded people out there. Just believe in yourself and you will do it. All right? Rikalu. Exactly. Remember they used to tell us, if you believe, you can achieve. That's true. Until we started getting older and running into people who started casting their own insecurities on us because they tried the same things that we are trying and it didn't work out for them. So they're killing us now with, I'll find something else better for you. That not gonna work for you. I don't know why y'all do that for. That's a waste of time. Man, you can do so much better than that. All that, all that, it's casting their own insecurities on you because things never work out for them. So them feel like, say, why it not gonna work out for you neither? Well, don't do that. Don't do that. Encourage. All right. Just finished watching your last video you uploaded. Real legendary. Big up yourself and thank you. I don't want to discuss that one this morning, but I do want to say it's a showdown today. So Sharka Jackson, which is I don't want to call her our bronze medalist, but there's nothing wrong with that. She is our Olympian bronze medalist sprinter because without her, we would not be able to say 1, 2, 3. I would have said 3. We say 1, 2, 3. We've been having the 1, 2, 3 thing for a while. We go everywhere and sweep everybody like broom. And that's and it's because of her. Because without her there, we would have been doing the 1, 2, but it wouldn't have been no 3. She gets the stage tonight. And guess who she is running against? Sha'Carri. It wasn't one race. It was only one race. Don't count me out. You can talk all that shit that you want to. Remember that breakdown that Sha'Carri is on the track tonight with Sherika. So it's going to be an interesting one. The video I put up yesterday had what somebody just said. Let me see. Real Legendary just said, I just finished watching that video you uploaded last. That video I put up yesterday has way more info on it. So just stay tuned for that race tonight. All right, stay tuned for that race tonight. I don't wish anybody any bad, but it's racing. Somebody has to win and somebody has to lose. And we are extremely competitive. So, but if you want to hear the rest of the Schweppes, go over there and watch that other video as well. We're doing some catching up. Shout out to damn. The one that just hit me. Shout out to what do you name? Russian. Did y'all watch the video about Russian and Russian's niece? You know, now that that video has been up for a while, I could talk a little bit about it. Russia niece, everybody is like, come on, SouFlo, get to the Lil Nas X being pregnant part. Jeez. All right, so Russia niece passed away, Steffi Gregg, right? And you could go watch that video as well, hear who she is, who she's connected to, and all that other stuff. There was some comments in the comment section that I like to address really quickly. Somebody said, oh, so now that rich people dead from it, now you think it's real. Because I said COVID is real. I said COVID is real because that's what he said in his statement. He also said that he is no longer going to act like he is too cool to go take his vaccine and whatever. This thing hits everybody differently. Okay? If you see it killing off all the people in your family too, or killing multiple people in your family, you would probably get scared into going to take it. Some people are still saying, me not take it, me not care how much people drop dead around me and all that. Me not taking it. All right, that's also your choice. But don't come in my comment section and talk about now that rich people dead. I think it's real. I've been saying it's real. I've been saying it's real. I have never said it's fake, it's a hoax. I'm not one of those people. I see people dying from it, right? I know people that have lost people from it. So here we are. We're not one of them people then. We understand that it's real. What we have told people though is two things. One, I do believe in personal choice because it's your body. If you want dead, it's your business, you know. Even in a healthcare setting, if your client slash patient makes the choice to refuse treatment that could possibly make them better because they just want to go, they have the right to that choice, right? So there's no use for us to run around commanding people, and if them want dead, them dead. That's their business. And if they feel like something is going to harm them and they don't want to take it, that's their business. I believe in that choice right there. So when somebody asks me, SouFlo, do you believe in mandatory vax for every single person? Hell no. No. Who feel live, I gonna live. Remember when Butcher said that? Butcher said, who feel live, I gonna live. Who feel dead, who feel dead, I got dead. Who feel live, just go on blood clot, live. That's what he said. We were kind of upset at the at the time when Butcher, you cold, callous mother. How could you say something like that? Huh? People are dropping left, right, and center. Everybody was in their feelings when Butcher said that. Here we are now, saying the same thing. Who feel live, make them live. And who fi dead, make them go on dead. And just so earth a run. This is the way how the earth has always functioned. Another subscriber said, don't we believe in natural selection anymore? Because earth has always done this. Some new something come around that certain people can survive and certain can't. Those will die out who can't, and those who do survive it, them and their genes will go on to procreate and multiply and create a new set of people who can actually handle that, and it will be nothing to them anymore, like cockroach. And then we'll keep going and going and going, and that's earth. See, evolution. So all these things are in play. But I've always said, one, leave people with their own personal choices. That's why I don't answer when people say, SouFlo, you get it, you're vaccinated, you get it. Not up for discussion, because I don't want to influence you left or right. I want you to go get educated on what it is you're about to do and think it through and then make the best decision for you. One. Two, I've always said, if you're going outside, especially if you're going into crowded places and you're going there with no mask on, then you're borderline stupid because you're not a scientist. You have one foot over in stupid and another foot over in where you normally at. You probably have both feet in stupid because you're probably stupid all the time. I don't know. But you are not a scientist. You don't have the A to Z on this thing. All you're hearing and seeing regurgitated information, misleading information, sensationalized information. Everybody is confused with all that. So the best thing you can do, and you have nothing to lose. Put on a mask. It's that simple. Just put a damn mask on. I see people still walking around like this, all up in crowded spaces. No mask, no nothing. Okay, well, if you decide to be a part of natural selection and it selects you and check you out of here, then and who am I? Who am I to say you don't have a right? You have a right. Half a dummy. You have a right. Dead if you want dead, live if you want to live, it's your life. That's how I see it. But don't ever accuse this platform of saying about, oh, it was fake, and now that rich people that it's real. We're not that. We're not bandwagonists. A lot of the time over here, not only me and this SouFLoTV audience, we bring a lot of stuff to the forefront, and then because we do it so early before it becomes the big thing to talk about, we get a whole lot of beating. And then when they get there and they see what it is, it's, oh, make we go check in back on SouFLo. That's when you see those comments. Hey, SouFLo, I stopped listening to you and unsubscribed a long time ago, you know. But I came back today because of this this topic and all this other stuff. All right, brother. All right, thank you for coming back. All right, God bless you. Coming back. Why? Usain Bolt album. There's a lot of talk around the album. There are a lot of artists who feel like he's stepping into an arena. Let's break this down in like 5-10 minutes. A lot of artists are feeling like he's stepping into an arena that he doesn't necessarily need to step in. Because Bolt look like him a venture more into the producer slash artist himself, make a guest appearance here and there on a track, be up in the videos, puffy kind of thing. Then people are saying, no man, amount of money you have, you should actually just build a recording complex. And the amount of connections you have, you should build a recording complex. Go take some real talented ghetto youth, put them in the studio and build them as artists, and then push them out into the world. That's what people are saying. That's not what I'm saying. Here is why this is not what I'm saying. Ungratefulness, worse than witchcraft. I'm going to tell you about ungrateful. Yeah, right? Let me tell you about ungrateful. Both don't owe anybody anything. Anybody that has not been a part of his journey, he does not owe anything. A lot of people will come and be like, yeah, I supported you from day one. No, you didn't. No, you didn't. My people love to say that. I've been there since day one, been a big, huge supporter of you, man. I buy all your merchandise. I give money to your... And if you check the truth, they have never done either or any of. Right? In life, you owe it to yourself to get yourself, if you're in poverty, out of poverty. You owe it to yourself to build something that you can leave or pass on. I call it paying it forward. I don't want to leave my children here. I'm not scared of dying. We all die. And a lot of times we don't choose when. My biggest fear is leaving nothing behind for my children. So they have to come and like start all over again. You understand? Nothing to build on, nothing to... These are your responsibilities. And then your responsibility is, after you have solidified yourself, I mean, you're going to bring some with you as you go, but sometimes that's even hard to do. Because you have to go, you got to flex in certain spaces. You know, you have to transform. You have to be like a chameleon, in and out of different zones, changing colors. You don't have time to bring everybody with you. But when you arrive, your duty is to reach back and pull up those who were always there, which usually is somebody that's really close to you. Yeah, me and Linky, man, we know each other from... Actually, me know him from me about 5. And him did a 6, because I'm a 1 year older than me. You see me? Me 40 now, and he's 41. So them kind of people that are Auntie Susie, who you still can go to our house unannounced and pop up. Nephew, what you do here? Oh, I'm glad to see you, you know. Come in, man. You know, one of them family members that are not like, please call before you come, please. And then when you call, they're like, oh, we're busy, and we're busy, and we're busy. And you're like, geez, we call like 7 times them busy. Not them one day. Not talk about the auntie where you can just Boom, I'm in town, drop by. And she said, boy, no space not in the house, you know. I just said, sure, me hold right over here so on the couch. Just give me a blanket and a pillow, auntie. Them kind of people there, you bring them up. As well as, you know, your clothes. That's all he owes it to. Him not wait to nobody figure bill no big recording complex and walk around Jamaica finding the next hit of the, that's too time consuming. And that's not what he wants to do with his journey. He has decided that he wants to go into the production side of things in music, and I think he can still make an impact in that zone. I would advise the Jamaican artists who are talking that talk from the sideline to humble yourself, shut your mouth a little bit, because you know how they are. A lot of them, as soon as they get one song and the one song play a couple times around the area, I mean, the man, I am have the big song where I run a place in a dog, and the song is not even heard anywhere else but right there. They've arrived. They stop putting in the work and start walk road like and issue commands and have one bag of yes man around them because they believe that, oh, $1 billion about to come from this. So let's rally around him and protect him and be a yes man theme and all that. And then a year or two later, you don't hear about them no more. And that's how longevity is built. They're not putting in the work, but they want that quick fame. I would advise the Jamaican artists them to work with Usain Bolt. If I was you, I would be very friendly with Bolt because he has all the connections. He has all the connections. If Usain Bolt is your manager and your record is clear, I can almost guarantee you that he can get you through his links, get you to do shows. For instance, say fly out to England. You know how much one British pound worth in Jamaica? I'm absolutely sure he can get you to make moves and connections in that direction. The boy said, I love England and London is his place. And I believe him. I believe him. I've been there before. It's one of the places that I would actually live, like live out my days. All right. Work with Bolt. Support his album. I don't see nobody. I see big old Vibes Cartel is promoting Usain Bolt's album. Cartel alone, missing. I don't see, I haven't seen anybody yet, and now I'm not everywhere. So I'm gonna know who else. But I don't see like the musical fraternity gathering around. Now, this is Usain Bolt we're talking about. That makes an announcement that he is dropping his album. It comes out today. It's called Country Yutes. Look out for the album called Country Yutes. And I bet you said the album that don't have no shot in a face and Mara splash upon the wall, and I bet you the album don't have any of that on it. Because I don't think that's what Bolt's trying to portray or anything. See? Big up to Birmingham. Big up to Birmingham. Some from out of Birmingham when instant memories can't talk about right now. Big up to Birmingham. But yeah, I would work with Usain. That's my advice to any of these people. Work with Usain Bolt as best as you can, or try to get in that camp because that camp is going places. Watch and see. How could it not? How could it not? The man's net worth is 90 million US dollars, almost 100 million US dollars. And I'm sure after this year, it'll probably be at the 100 million mark or more. So he's grinding. This is a little country youth from Chilani that went from Dirty Barefoot, all these. Shakari! Somebody touch Shakari, please. I'll make her know say that's how we do. Cause remember the comment about the coconut stand barefoot Jamaican people. You see? Yeah. Barefoot run up and down, buck to a coconut stand, run left the whole world, run into the record books, run into the bank account. 90 million is my net worth kind of thing. All right, Shakari, I'm going to try to show you. It's just like the lady who said, what's going on in Jamaica? Everywhere I drive to, I was driving around in a car. I covered this a few years ago. But she was like, "What's going on in Jamaica? Like, are these houses going up or are they coming down? It looks like there are unfinished houses all over the island. Like, is it falling apart?" And, and we had to explain that these are houses that are being built by people. This is how we build with house. People build their houses in Jamaica. It's not like the US where the house them get built. You pass a street and you're like, damn, they're putting up a whole apartment complex right here. And you don't go that way for about 2 weeks. And you go back over there and it's like cars parked in there, people checking in with their keys into their own apartment. You're like, raw. A whole 150 apartment big complex. 2 weeks. One day you go, you see clapboard and everything. Next day you go building, established. People moving, sign lease, everything already. That's not how we build our houses in Jamaica. So I had to do a video on that and explain to them that Jamaica is not falling apart. These unfinished houses you see is people building their houses. And when time comes, we will clear out the land around the house and we will continue to build, right? And then we'll have something to pass on to our children and our children's children. Not only the house, but the land as well. Them can tear down the house after I leave and build them own thing on it, but the land is theirs. See? So they didn't understand that. But big up to Usain Bolt and this album. I'm definitely getting the album. The album drops today. I want to hear every single track and I want to do a review on this album. Now, if it's garbage, I'm sorry. I'm going to tell you it's garbage. If it's good, I'm going to be extremely excited. See? Fear. Fair enough. I'm supporting it anyways, regardless. I'm going to spend my money. I'm going to buy it. Shout out to Spice. Spice dropped her album, which is her first full-length album. She dropped a mixtape before, which we thought was an album, and I still have not purchased hers yet. So, wifey, please remember or remind me, or please just purchase it for me, please. Because, you know, babe handle all them things there. So, please just purchase that album. We got to purchase Spice album, and we have to purchase Usain album today. All right? Now, we're right at the half-hour mark. I want to talk about something, people. Because I don't know. I don't know. Pardon me first. Listen, number 7 on the album so far. From whose album? Yo, D-Mac. Now, I'm going to tell you. D-Mac says no sheetrock, skyscrapers, solid concrete. I want them hear about. J.A. said, facts. Facts. Beer clapboard building. In Jamaica, they use steel and concrete. See? So that's why it takes us a while. And we drop a 1-1 block and we go and put it on. Don't worry. One day you will see it and you'll be driving there or your children will be driving past there and you'll be wowed and oohed and awed. Just like how I am when I go to Jamaica and drive around and film just to see the progression development of the place. See? $3 billion in Jamaica and only 1,500 dead in 2 years. Interesting. Oh, London Nice, you have a decent income coming in because everything is expensive here like everywhere else. Just my point of view. Simply Nordia says, London, nicer when you have a decent income coming in because, boy, that's everywhere in Nordia. That's everywhere. You have a decent income coming in anywhere you can be okay, pretty much anywhere. Yeah. I just like the vibes in London. Like the Caribbean community is pretty established. Anywhere the Caribbean community is established is always a niceness there. Always a whole heap of foolishness I go on there too, but there's always a niceness there. Yeah. I kind of remind me of when Kodak Black said he feels safer in the ghetto. He feels safer in the projects. And I thought, what kind of dumb, stupid foolishness is that? But then I really looked into it. And you know, as he got more money, he moved into areas where your neighbors don't speak to you. Your neighbors watch your every move. Them have cameras trained on your property. They call police the least thing they see. You get 4 visitors for the day, pull up in your driveway. Hey, I think they're selling drugs next door because cars just keep coming and coming. I don't know what's going on over there, but I think you guys need to go run a check. Okay, we're not into that type of stuff in this neighborhood. It's always been a safe neighborhood, and ever since these Dottie Karen, DMAC, ever since these guys moved into the neighborhood, it's been nothing but noise, and so you don't feel safe. So the higher you get, right, and you think, oh, I want to buy myself something nice and live somewhere good and bring my children up in, but then you go around the ghetto people them, and you already know the runnings if you know the runnings. Like me not in nobody business. Me not come around as if I bring war and nothing to nobody. Kick up my foot, all I drinks, on I want spliff, talk, have a conversation, laugh till my belly hurt me, eat some food because both we are run out the door, and then go about my business, and you feel safe, and they look out for you, that kind of stuff. So I kind of can relate. But big up to London. I will be making it back there one day soon. My wife and I were watching UK immigration something last night where they're searching up people and sending people back. One lady was denied entry in 2007 or 2009, something like that. And it's 2021 and they denied her entry again. So that's one of my biggest fears. I was never denied entry, but I was told to exit. Okay? And I don't know if they still held that against me, but are they still going to hold that against me? But I will see. It'll be a long plane ride back, boy. If I ride all the way there and get turned back to come right all the way, come back. But pray for me. It'll work out. And I'll see y'all soon. UK Border Patrol. Yes, it's going to work out. And I'll see y'all soon. Man, I'm telling you, my feet touch ground in the UK. I'm going to be a bit extra. I'm going to be a bit extra. Camera out and everything. Here's why. England is one of them places there. The UK is one of them places there where you can actually put your camera out. You can film. You can go on touristy and all these things. And you can pick up footage and vlog and nobody is going to be, you don't have a bag of people like, yo, dog, take camera off of me. I know you. These kind of things, right? So I don't have to worry about that. I just moved and I swear the people them enough already. Chester K. Hutchinson, you just moved where? Oh, into your new neighborhood? I definitely have a Karen next to me that cannot mind her business. Miras, while we're on that, people, before we go talk, we have the little Nas X picture and everything. We're gonna talk about that. But before we get to that, remember I told you about my neighbor before, right? Or the man just come and blurt out everything about him business and him woman left and up. Okay, so I'm outside the other night. It's late. My daughter, she not going to bed. I said, step outside with me, man. Put out the garbage and look around the house and these things. I walk down to the end of because I have a long driveway. I walk down to the edge of the driveway where the mailbox is, push my hand in the mailbox, see if nothing in there. And a car almost hit me. So I jumped, like run up on my lawn now, and I'm looking at this car, and the car slows down and reverses into his driveway. I said, okay, it's the neighbor. Now there's a lot of space between my driveway and his driveway, okay? Whole heap of grass. Me hear from way over there, so I'm sorry. I'm sorry I almost hit you. Somebody yelled back. I said, no, it's okay. It's all right. Have a good evening. Before I could say anything else, I see a figure coming across the grass. I'm like, oh shit, I gotta go inside because I'm not in it. And I don't know what he coming for. Don't approach me late at night like that either, especially if you're weird and it's dark. So I'm gonna run across, I come. He got over there, the man just blurt out more and business. And I'm like, God, this guy is either gonna commit suicide or something. He probably needs somebody to talk to, you know? And he's talking about, oh, I'm in the classroom. It's 60 children. Balls to the wall. And I don't have a class. He's a teacher. And I don't have my own classroom. So, you know, every session I have to go to another classroom and another classroom. And then at the end of him talk about the whole business. At the end of his business, he was like, and my father gave me a bottle of whiskey, which I'm going to go drink now. And I'm like, nah, you drank that bottle of whiskey already. You could see it. And before he left, More problem. Hey, could I just say something to you before I go? I said, oh yeah, what's that? Your pool pump, there's something wrong with it because it keeps grinding and grinding all night, and it keeps me up because my bedroom is on this side of my house. The pool pump keeps me up all night, so I have a loud ceiling fan that I turn on. So I prefer to hear my ceiling fan than to hear your pool pump. I don't know if it's too much to ask you, but can you switch the pool pump off at nights and then turn it back on during the... I said, look at this shit. This is why I don't speak to people. And I could have just been known as the neighbor with the noisy pool pump. Now, mind you, my pool pump, when we bought the house, the pool pump went bad the first month we bought the house. I replaced that pool pump with a brand new pool pump that primes itself, runs silently, and everything. This is months later. This man comes stand up right next to my quiet pool pump, and I tell him, I say, my pool pump is grinding and making noise. Now, should I argue with this drunk man and say, listen, my pool pump is silent? I replaced it. I don't have a noisy pool pump. Yes, I can hear it when it's like, and it's doing that all night. I said, that's what my old pool pump used to do, but I replaced it. Oh, but could you, I don't want to be rude, and I didn't want to come over here. I don't know where I should knock when I come over. If I'm thinking you don't know where you should knock. If you come over somebody's house, you knock on the front door. So he was getting weirder by the minute. I don't know where I should knock, how I should approach. Listen to this, because you have a big glass door at your front door. I'm like, this is getting really weird. I have a doorbell at my front door. Oh, okay. We're getting eaten alive here tonight. We're getting bit up going inside. See you again. If you ever want to come over, just come on over. My door is always open. We can sit and talk and have a drink. Yeah. But now come over your house. Next thing them find me wrapped up in carpet under one of your furniture, then I'm cool. I'm cool. You're not my type. You know what I'm saying? You look kind of psycho. But these people are weird. These people are weird. They don't like you. They don't speak. This is the same person who didn't speak to me after I spoke to them for the longest. But here what I go on now. In pool, dirty. In pool, dirty. He just blurted his problems out to me. My roof went bad. My roof got damaged a couple of years ago in a hailstorm. And now that I'm ready to fix it, my insurance company has dropped me. And it's going to cost me $5,000 to fix the roof. And I don't have $5,000. And this is how he was escalating and talking, right? And I don't have $5,000. I said, what happened to your pool? His pool is green. Like murky green, like a lake you would not jump in. Right? His grass gets like waist high in the backyard, waist length high. And he's like, sorry for the grass. I don't want to devalue your property. I'm like, I'm not that kind of person. You know, we're fenced in anyways. So I don't make a big deal out of other people's stuff. You know, I'm good. I'm good. No. And he's insisting, no. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry about the grass. Okay, I'm going to take care of it. And look at this fucking man. I'm going to take care of it. I said, what happened to your pool? Oh, his pool needs resurfacing. So the concrete is all cracked up in it. Now, this man pool, you know, him theme pool, bigger than my pool. And I saw it in the summertime when he cleaned it up. I woke up one morning and the pool went from dirty, like cannot see through it, mossy green. I woke up one morning and it was a beautiful blue pool. So I'm looking out, because you know you go out in the morning and sip a little medications. And I say, yeah, thank you, Jah, for life and all these things. I have a long day ahead of me. Plot out to me and I look so. I'm like, what the? I'm something wrong. I honestly I ashed it. I put it out. It's like, I think I went inside and called my wife. I said, babe, come here. Look, the pool clean? Is that the pool was crystal pretty blue, clear as you would want your pool to be, just shimmering in the sun. And yesterday that thing was, and I'm thinking I was smoking funny grass. So Somebody spiked my stuff. Something is in here. It's his pool. So I asked him about it because the pool went right back to being murky. And you know, he said he gave up on the pool because him daughter come, him buy swimming shoes for her. His little daughter is a cutie. He buy swimming shoes for her. She got in the pool without her swimming shoes, cut up her foot bottom. The mom, who he's divorced from, made a hoopla hell of a thing about it. So he got discouraged and he just gave up on the pool and just left it there. And I'm thinking to myself, that could explain the snakes coming into my yard because that looked like a snake habitat with the high grass and that big body of water that sits still right there. That looked like a snake habitat right there. So, but I'm not worried. I'm not. I'm not saying hello. You got to fix your pool, clean up your yard. You devaluing my property, all that. I'm not that type of person. I will build a fence that is high and you can't see through it before I say anything to you. See? So him look like him did I drive drunk and is a school teacher. King Biggs, exactly. He was driving drunk, and when he left, run across the grass, he said something about him. I'm gonna go finish this bottle, or I'm gonna go have a drink. I say, yeah, drink every now and then doesn't hurt anybody. Hear him every day. I say, yeah, well, a small drink every day doesn't hurt anybody. Hear him. The whole bottle every day. That's not something you say to your neighbor. You don't go to your neighbor and tell your neighbor that I'm finishing a whole bottle of whiskey every day, after work every day. So now I'm watching you more than ever before. You know what I'm saying? I'm watching you more than ever before, but enough of that neighbor then. They're weird. They're weird. And sometimes that is why we feel comfortable in certain places where other people are like, me not go around this up. That's why we feel comfortable there. When neighbors are not weird like that. I like me, I tell. With a hawk eye, I'm telling you, our neighbors are weird like that. That's why we feel comfortable. I've always said it though. I feel comfortable, more comfortable around my people, and I feel more comfortable around like the last community we lived in. So we have a house in this neighborhood that was predominantly mixed, mostly black head of households. We didn't have a problem. When I come out my door in the morning, hi, good morning. That's my neighbor before I even say nothing. Turn my head, hey, good morning. You doing all right? And she's like, yeah, I'm good. You? I'm like, I'm all right. Can't complain. Have a beautiful day. I'm off to work. All right. You take care. Gone. Her son, my neighbor son, owns a landscaping company. He's the one that takes care of my yard on that property, right? Right across the street from me is a Jamaican family. Right across the street next to them, and then right on my other side is a black guy that's, I think he's married to a white woman, but he never speaks to anybody. He never comes outside. He'll stare my wife up and down. If wifey outside dressed up in a something tight or whatever, I'll catch him staring her up and down, but he won't say hi or nothing. So he was kind of creepy. But other than that, almost everybody in the community. There was one lady walking down the street one day, and she made it a point. She goes exercising, right? And she bring her kids with her. And I heard her from inside. She stopped at my gate, my driveway. She was like, run up there and hit that doorbell and tell the people who live in the house that they have their lights on out here. It's gonna kill their battery. I heard them before he even came to the door. So as the little you knocked the door or rang the doorbell, I opened it and he said, sir, my mom said you got your lights on and it's gonna kill your battery. And I said, oh man, thank you so much. Wave to all of them, thank you. They look out for you. You got your lights on, it's gonna kill your battery. Go turn off your light, this kind of thing. But you move around some other people, you're paranoid. You could talk about how your house nice and your neighborhood quiet all you want to, but I feel like you're in more danger. It's like a secret kind of danger that you always got to be on the lookout for, kind of thing. Yes, and they're so sensitive. If you say something, they're like, taking it all hard. No, that's not what I meant. And I'm not saying, and you're like, oh, well, I was only joking. I'm saying it's not that they'll hold it against you forever. They're very sensitive, very sensitive. D-Mac, big up yourself. Be a king, be a queen. No excuses are allowed. Facts. We're on our king-ish. Now, step forward, wife. Yo, listen up. We good around our own people. Remember, we talk about this. We're that's why I advocate for us and for us to do better with us, because we're not safer anywhere else around anyone else. Let me close this segment by saying this. There are a lot of us that think that I'm much safer around the others. That's why I get my money and moved away to and they don't realize that they're in more danger than ever before. They're in more. I don't know if y'all saw the video. I think I showed y'all. The little boy was riding his bike and he rode across the lawn, and the man started shooting through the window. Get off my lawn. Pow! The poor little kid, I think the kid was 7 or 8, had to fling away his scooter and run. And you hear his parents, who lives across the way, he just shot him. He just shot him. Johnny, run. And little Johnny is running and ducking. And they thought they were in a safe suburban community off in the cut somewhere with their nice house. They flipped the switch. They flipped the switch. And you know, some people that can't handle pressure, I'm not calling no names or saying nothing. I'm just saying some people handle pressure better than others. My people make pressure look good. My people make sufferation look so good. Like, we can't afford clothes. We take all clothes and hand-me-down clothes and fashion it ourselves, and then they imitate it and take it to the runway. That's how we make sufferation look beautiful. We can't afford all the fancy food and dishes. Okay, give me what you got to give me. All right, when we done scrap it up and season it up right and put it this way and fix it that way, they start going around looking for it. You know what I'm saying? They're a different breed, though. Oh my God, the bills are piling up. She's divorcing me. The kids aren't speaking to me. I don't want to. Oh, wow. Or let me kill my neighbors before I kill myself today. They're weird. So you're not as safe as you think you are around certain people. Let me say it again. Let me kill my neighbors before I kill myself today. They half of the time it's not usually, oh, I'm just gonna take myself out. Even from them little, I'm gonna go shoot up the whole school. Well, damn, Bobby, you have a problem with 2 kids in the school. I'm bringing my father's AR-15, 7 magazines. I'm gonna shoot up the whole school tomorrow. And then we have Columbine, and then we have other cases like Columbine. The grown ones are the same way. The same way. So I'll be like this, bro. If I hear ruffles, I'm like, wait a minute. Not safe. Not safe or rotted. Not safe. And I will never sell myself that fantasy. I will never sell myself that fantasy. Oh, you can afford to live here now, so you're like safe and you're I got an Asian lady that lives right across the way from me on that side. She doesn't speak to me. When we were coming to look at the house, how you doing? I'm saying, I'm good. How you doing? All right. And she's out doing her gardening like she does now. I should let my wife tell the story of how we got this property. And I was looking back at it like we kind of tricked our way into this. But anyway, they don't speak to us. Not even now. She still don't speak to us. It just got to the point now where we just stop. We don't say hi. You don't say hi. Just keep it funky, just like that. See? Let me deal with this now, and then we get out of here. So a picture showed up of this troll slash. He's a troll. He's a troll. He started out as a troll, but quickly became the butt of the agenda. Now I want you to look at this picture, but don't internalize. I don't know how y'all gonna do that, but after me see this kind of friggery, I don't want this for myself. I have to share it with y'all. So my meds mess up. So your meds have to go mess up today too. We are family. We share these things. All right. Dysfunction and everything. Ready, set, go. Here we go. So what the am I looking at? Can you see? Yeah, SouFLo need a manicure. I feel all that. I care about all that. Are you seeing? I'm leaving it there, so it's burnt into your conscience or your mind. Cause my mind done trigger up already. Obviously, this I'm gonna keep it to myself. Wifey sent this to me last night, so she's sharing too. I'm wondering what the hell is going on here. This um this my question is this. Yo, simply Nordia said, why you yo, listen, Shelly Belly said, why you wicked so? Hear me, man, hear me, listen to me. Is this art? Is this art? Is this art or is this abomination? Art or abomination? Talk to me. Now remember, art is expression of self, right? Our freedom of expression is art. Mm. Something, something, all right. Something, all right. You know, when you go up on Instagram, you know, when you get on Instagram, people have 1,000 comments, 2,000 comments, 3,000 comments. Famous people, you know, somebody would post stuff and we get 2 comments, 5 and 10, and these things. Uh, but this thing has about 17,000 and change of comments. So I can't read through all of them. Somebody said, "Stroll my ass. He annoys me like a pest." Another person said, "He's really getting on my effing nerves now." SMH. Well, you have the choice to not tune in. You have the choice to not tune in. Don't let it get to your brain. Don't let it get to your brain. You have a choice. This is what they are trying to feed our children. That's the part that I am a bit concerned about. A bit concerned about because there are a lot of little kids, and I told y'all before the game was like this. He came into the game. Drake certified. Hold on. Drake certified lover boy album cover. Drake cover is pregnant emojis. Pregnant. Hold up. Faithy Darling TV. Pregnant emojis. That's this is not an emoji though. This is not an emoji. Now there are a lot of women that are upset with this because the women are saying, "God, man, if you're gay, you're gay. We understand that, and we respect that. That's what you are, okay. And you want to be out and open. That's cool. But can you at least leave something for us? The sanctity of the children bearers, the sanctity of the life giver, the sanctity of us that carry babies into the world, the process of getting pregnant, of going through those months, of watching your belly grow and all that, and then going through a delivery, all that. Why are you taking even that away from us? This looks more like mockery. It looks more like clownery, buffoonery. This is not art. Please take it down. Somebody else say, "Yep, I'm definitely unfollowing after this. Y'all have no business showing something like this." I'm saying we're living in a weird world. We are living in a weird world. You know what I'm saying? Cracky Max Smacky says gay people aren't even this gay. Somebody else said Boosie about to go crazy. And y'all keep posting this kind of stuff like it's cute. This is so disrespectful. That's what happened when you sex the devil So thirsty for attention. Now, I want you to remember something. Watch the connections. I'm going to put you on to game. Watch the connections. Remember when he went to hell on the stripper pole? Hmm? Remember when he went to hell on the stripper pole, right? All right. He went to hell on the stripper pole. What did he do when he was in hell on the stripper pole? He mated with the devil. Mated with the devil. And check the time frame. It's about time now that that belly would be showing about that big. These subliminal messages they send aren't so subliminal anymore. You know what I mean? Aren't so subliminal anymore. It's all on how you take it. Me, I don't let this bother me too much unless somebody send it to me. But I don't go looking for it because I know it's out there and it's their world and we have to coexist here. I got my stuff I have to do on this piece of earth, space, place. Sandy Hedge said, "My eye hurt me." Coexist. Coexist. That's all I could keep saying is coexist. Like we have to coexist. We can't wipe nobody off the face of the earth, and we don't want nobody wiping us off the face of the earth, which means one and one is only two all the time. So everybody is gonna have to live here, share here, exist here, which means we're going to have to be turning a blind eye and acting like we not see certain things we are going, which means we're gonna have to be in our children's life more than ever before. The new generations that are coming up, oh man, y'all haven't seen fluid yet. Y'all haven't seen fluid yet. Zion Awaits says they now coexist. Ja, Nicholas Dunbar. I saw. Yeah, yeah. He just breathed for the devil. He just breathed for the devil. If you've been following this, he just breathed for the devil. I want to say when the baby come now, though. Yo, let's take serious thing, make joke. No more I say when the baby come. I wasn't into this before, but no more I say because I see the agenda. I see what they're doing. I see clearly what they're doing. Anybody who doesn't see what they're doing is because you blind. But I suggest you not be blind if you have children, because guess who sees what they're doing also? Your children. Remember how this started out? I'm gonna take my horse to the uptown road. I'm gonna ride till I no more. And everybody was like, da, 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 and you singing it along with your kids. Yeah, everything like that. It's the Pied Piper in there. Everybody is dancing down the hill until you end up at the edge of the cliff and you're like, oh, goddamn, how we got here? I'm gonna take my. Come on, guys, we're about to jump. Down the hell we go. I'm on the stripper pole. Follow me. I gotta take my horse to the and then it turned into call me by my name. Call me by your something. So I was in the gym working out the other day and hear it. Come on. I was like, the vibe just broke. And I want to tell you something else. Go listen to the song. Not for like's sake. If you listen to that song, you will realize that that's a dance hall rhythm. A dance hall rhythm. Yeah, it's a dance hall rhythm. I can't make this stuff up. Go listen to it. Go and listen to it. It is a dance hall rhythm that call me by my name. And he slide down on the stripper pole gone to hell. He slide down on the stripper pole gone to hell on a dance hall rhythm. um, Jermaine says, I was never a fan of this person's music. My kids even told me that they are disgusted by his person. I keep them away from so much foolishness as much as possible. You have to, man. Well, what you have to be a parent. You have to be a parent. You have to censor what it is. And believe me, in today's world, it's hard and probably impossible for you to completely censor. Or this ain't back in the day. Nobody had a cell phone. We used to walk around with beeper. You know, when somebody if somebody needs you and it's an emergency, they would put in 911 and you would call them back immediately. That kind of thing. That not going again. We're in a different time. We're in a different time, and there are so many different avenues of this thing coming in. You block over here, they're getting it this way. You block this way, they're getting it right here. You block that, and it comes in from here. It's like you can't stop all of this. You know what I mean? You cannot stop all of this. So you have to be like in your children's. I look at my babies and I think, damn, Milani and Kai, especially Naka. Naka's 7, Kai's 2, Milani is 1. What their future is going to look like when they're like 18, 19, 20, stepping out into the world, it's going to be totally different. Totally. The world is totally different today than it was 20 years ago. Technology wise, human attitude wise, everything. Everything. We are evolving. We are evolving as a species. And I don't know if we're evolving into something good or bad. I just know different is the word. Think about it. All my grown people on here, you're over 25, think about this. You can remember from when you were like 5, 6, so you in the conversation. 20 years ago, the world was very, very different. If it has made that much of a change in that little space of time, imagine the next 20. And I say imagine the next 20 because I have a 1-year-old daughter. So she'll be hitting that 20. I'm probably going to be like, I just want to stay inside. Yeah, I just want to stay inside. If I'm still around, I just want to stay inside. You know, just cut communication. Evolution and evoluting into Star Trek episodes. My gosh. Laura Newman, it's funny. I want to laugh, but when I remember Star Trek with Spock and all these people, you're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. Got it. Check this out, right? We could say 20 years from now it's going to be worse. I would say 20 years from now it's going to be way different. Way different. Because the people 20 years down the road that it's their time, they're going to be looking back at us and talking about old ass, man, you don't sit your old ass down and go somewhere with that. That was a long time ago. You don't down like that no more, man. The world has changed and chase you out of town. The elders get chased out of town. So you might as well start just farm up some food in your backyard, entertain yourself, lock in. Because that's what it's going to be. Don't nobody want to hear from you after you hit certain age anyways. Unless you're on their agenda and their time. Like the old people that are trying to look young and trying to hang with the young folks. Those are the only ones they actually really listen to. But if you look at them, they're kind of out of place. You 65 years old on Spice stage talking about why not go down there, why not go down there. What? No. No. It's just a no. But that's who they would listen to. Think about that. You could wine and go down there in your house. You could do it as exercise. Strengthening my legs. Tightening my glutes. I'm working out. I'm working out. I'm fixing up my body. And why not go down there in your house? At 65, you don't have no business putting on no G-string and no see-through dress. or see-through shorts and heels and ended up at a Spice concert on stage trying to do a flip and nearly broke your neck and then start whining and talk about wine and go down there, wine and go down there. Do that in your house if you're still into that. Omega Brown, I'm not trying to tell nobody how to live. If you feel like you're 65 and you can whine and go down the Pan Spice stage, then by all means, make yourself happy. I said coexist. So me now fight your thing. All right? And who the hell am I to tell people at what age to do what? But honestly, I don't want to see you at 65 and I know G-string. That's not what I hope for my mom. That's not what I hope for my mom. I don't want to see it. I don't want to see my mama in no G-string at 65 whining and go down there. It don't look good. I don't want my wife at 65 whining and go down there in no G-string out in public. It don't look good. Majority of 65-year-olds, you might think in your mind that your timing is right and it's off. You might think in your mind that everything is tight and it's not. That's just life. Gravity deals with us, time deals with us. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? But, listen, there's a time and a place for everything, y'all, man. My grandfather used to say, time and a place for everything. I think we need to put things into perspective here. Queenie, King Briggs. King Briggs said Queenie. No, man. You see, Queenie get the body done and all these things. Big up to Queenie, you know. I'm not trying to fight her. But while we're on that subject, though, check this out. I'm gonna fight down people. And sometimes I see some stuff and I don't mention it because I don't want it to be perceived as, oh yeah, box food out of our mouth and is another Jamaican, or why you have said this about him because you're gonna you're stopping his bread and whatnot. One thing I notice about us is we don't give decent people popularity. You hear what I'm saying? We give clowns popularity and we give disrespectful people popularity. I can't tell you how many people come on SouFLoTV and say, you gotta watch the cursing, man, because I was watching this with my daughter or my granddaughter. I had to mute it real quick and run in the next room. I kept on watching because the topic was good, but I can't let them hear it. And I'm like, the first time it happened, I literally went and searched back through the whole 1 hour video to find where I cursed. And I found one curse word in there. One in a 1 hour video. So when I watch certain people do a 5-minute video and every 2 words in that 5-minute video was F this, BBC, RC, PC, up under your hold on. In a 5-minute video, you know, you count about 150. And the title of a queen is bestowed upon. Don't be no hypocrite. We just connected this man riding down to hell on a stripper pole. I gathered all the children and everybody with him with a real catchy, very take my horse to the old town road. And then next, boom, I'm out. Come on, let's go. We just described agenda and we just walk all the way through it, all the way down to hell to when go ride the devil and breathe. Okay, back over here now. Let's deal with our own. Because we can't talk about other people and not talk about our own. What is queenly about a woman that expresses herself in this manner? If it was entertainment only, like watching the play them and you say like Del Cita or, you know, somebody on stage that act like that, but then you meet them in real life and they're completely different, you know. But this person is like this all the time. So what is queenly about that? Where are the men that are watching this that are saying, damn, I wish my wife could be more like her? I hope my daughter grows up to be just like that. Where are the women that are saying to your sons, when you grow up and you're looking for a wife, study this person right here. Make sure you get a woman with all those qualities who expresses herself like this. I'm gonna tell you the truth. If you cannot say that, then I know something good y'all look on. It might be funny to look at, might be something to laugh at, but let's not start defending it as if this is how we're supposed to be living. You dig? I remember I used a video, I think Queenie D in our store, and she had the security guard kick off years ago. And the topic that I was doing back then was about Jamaicans who come overseas and bring the worst of themselves with them and end up being an embarrassment to, because people look at us overseas and be like, yeah, that's them Jamaicans, that's how they get down. You know what I mean? They nasty, they loud, they aggressive, they this, they that. And they're not looking at the quiet, hardworking, self-respecting Jamaican who just doesn't want to be in the bangarang and the mix-up. Is just putting in hard work, all about family and all about getting stuff. They mark us off of these. Seeing? So I use that video from back then as an example. Move on, go. But back then I think I had like 5,000 subscribers. Move. That's when I started getting the you won't be on for long. Watch and see. I'll give you a couple more months. Gone. But I'm telling you, if it's a joke, say it's a joke. Then I will laugh and I will enjoy it. But when I try to make sense of it and you try to demonize me and then try to act like I love her because she's real, but then you come over here and tell me after I cuss one bad word, SouFlo, you know you could express yourself without cursing, right? If I was over here every morning, cock your ears, please, for those of you with virgin ears. If I was over here every morning, fuck this and up under that and suck out your mother and your mama bumbo clot and the dirty thinking pussy girl, and you would tune in every morning for that. You would tune in every morning for that. And then you would go away saying, King SouFlo. There's nothing kingly about that. There's nothing kingly about that. I'm teaching a little youth or a younger brother that this is how you move, bro. This is how you express yourself. This is how you communicate with others. You understand? Remember, I know, I'm not old, but I'm getting older. And I told you, I was raised by elders, real elders. I never have no 45-year-old or no 30-year-old grandmother. I was raised by real elders. My granny was a granny in granny age. So when they used to have us walk around the building or around the house, remember I told you this? My grandparents were preparing us to be able to live in this world like chameleons, to be able to switch. Means, sir, I can go down and get up and where everybody, yeah, so you know I go on road boy, yeah, that I go on, you don't know already, you know the Schweppes, all right? Yeah, link up, lick more, that's a 40, one, gone. And then I can switch that up, clean myself up, put on a suit and a tie, go in the boardroom and sit there and good morning, I'm here to represent the therapy department. My name is so-and-so, blah, 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 and everybody else take their space. Okay, let's get on with the meeting and this kind of stuff. So you have to be able to flex it like that. And you have to know when joke is joke. But nobody come with the nastiness and act like said this is what it is. I notice how we only give popularity to people who look like them couldn't manage it in the first place. Nothing constructive. Real talented people out there can't get a break. And they're trying. And they're trying. Anthony Somers says, you are an hypocrite. The artist you support, every word that comes out of his mouth is disrespecting women himself and the country. You never say nothing about that. I love these kind of people. I love these kind of people. Hear this now. Anthony Somers, you won't answer me back. Every word that comes out his mouth. First of all, what artist are you talking about that I support? That every word that comes out of his mouth is disrespecting women. Call the artist name. Let's have this discussion. It's Friday morning. It's a beautiful Friday. Let's have this discussion. I don't like people that jump in and give a little comment and then when they realize, oh shit, SouFlo, see me comment and he answer back. No, me no have nothing else to say. Me gone. And they cut from the live. I want to have a real conversation about this. Empress Daily, I couldn't Vibes Cartel in my talk. Could not be Vibes Cartel he's talking about. Can't be. I can't tell him attack. Me want him to say it. You know to say him run gone though. It went there. Anthony Summers, talk up. What artist do I support? You call me big hypocrite. What artist do I support? That every word that comes out of his mouth is a disrespect to women, himself, and the country. Him gone. No answer. This is how we may talk about. Let me say something to you like this. If you listen to Vibes Cartel music, you will realize, right, that he is one of the most teaching dancehall artists. Okay? It's like Granny I give you medicine. So she have to give you the, remember we talked about this already, she have to give you the bitters, but she have to put a little sweet in the bitters. Yeah. So when Cartel give you one about this over here, so, and it's broke out and wine and everything like that, he comes right back and give you something that makes sense, that you can meds on it. Right? So many uplifting songs, not one curse word in them. Cartel attack, I can't cartel him attack. You blocked him from your channel, babe. It's a troll. It's a troll. It's another one of those Nas X. It's a Nas X that. Pum pum power. Vibes Cartel empowered the women. Let's not be a hypocrite. I'm going to break it down for you. For the longest, Jamaican men especially, it's a male-driven chauvinistic society. For when I was growing up, woman go around, that's up. Hey, you know, hear man a talk. Hey, no girl can style me and talk to me them way there. That's always been how it's been. Me a Jamaican. Me grew up there, so me know. All right? Cartel empowered the women. Cartel make the woman know, say, no, she will tell you when your body dead. She will tell you when the ride not right. She must tell you to change position. She must tell you, say, do me like this. She must tell you, say, take your time and satisfy me. Cartel empowered the women. Stop not shy up yourself, my girl, and go on like you don't exist and make man take advantage of you. That's what y'all hate. That's what y'all hate. And that me love. See? And that me love. Yo, Cartel even make the girl them run a back road and say you're valuable. Who else do that? The man make even the girl them run a back road and say them valuable. And I'll tell you what, life is a funny game. And you don't know where your children end up. God forbid if one of my daughter end up on a back road, I won't think that she is no longer valuable. She's still my daughter. I'm going to try to get her out of back road, and I don't want her to ever forget that she is valuable. Real talk. You see it? Them people there, joke thing them I talk about. Cartel would not be the only artist that sings songs like that. And why am I talk about? Maybe he never wake up good when he makes. You notice I'm gone though, right? People only come in and like you know them people that throw rock and then they hide. You outside, you want to fight. Come out of the house, more want to fight. They open the window and throw a rock. Them throw one can of sardine, licking their fired with it, close back the window, and them inside behind their mother like this. That's the kind of person that is. Empress Daily, big up yourself. Thank you, I appreciate you. Cartel's value of woman is not only them front, Nicky Mills. If you listen to the man music, the man speak about education. He tells the females to try to be like Portia Simpson Miller and these kind of females. You understand? So you have to listen to the music. But then again, enough on out there going like your crutches don't have no value. You just dash it. You're sprinkling ass everywhere. So even if it's that, it's still something good to let you know that it's valuable. So not just dash it out so like how you know I dash it out. Cause half hour now, by the time I meet a good man and him say, so what your track record be like, babe? She'd be like, oh, I could count on one hand. Let me see, 1, 2, 3. Matter of fact, there's too many fingers on this one hand. I've only been with 3 guys, and you're number 3. And she need 2 hand, 2 foot, and our friend 2 hand and 2 foot. Because you didn't value your underneath. So somebody needed to tell you that it's valuable, and you should not dash it out and sprinkle it everywhere like that. My son the other day said sprinkling ass, and me and my wife died laughing in the living room. So that's Kai said out the blue. Kai said sprinkling ass, and we died laughing. And then we said, "Babe, you know, I said I threw in a sprinkling ass. I sprinkle ass all over the place. And you're giving yourself out so much. So even if Cartel was, even if, which we know it's not true, but even if he was valuing women or telling them that they're valued by their crotches, even if that, a pum pum power I'ma deal with same way. So when the women them come out and say pum pum power, all y'all jump behind it. But if Cartel say pum pum power is something bad, why are you gonna turn this into a different vibes Cartel morning? Because I could go all morning on that. Hypocrites, man. Parasites, man. But the hypocrisy is real, though. The hypocrisy is real. Double standard. Okay, I hear my baby's crying, which means I'm way past my hour and I have to go. Well, I left it right there, so just when it gets nice. But that's how it is. Don't miss the live, them, because you'll miss out. All right. Manners and respect to each and every one of you. Big up yourself. Have a wonderful weekend. All right. Low vibes cartel name out of your mouth. Just wish for freedom for the man, and that's it. All right. I'm out. Peace. Kai. Kai.